I once had somebody who was like, she was like, I'm a 10. I make good money. Why can't I get a 10? Ma'am, listen. You being a 10 might not be a 10 to somebody else who thinks they're a 10. Are you getting what I'm saying? Just because he makes $100,000 and you make $100,000 doesn't mean that he's a 10. For you, a 10 could be somebody who makes 10 times more than you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? For you, a match for you might be the 7, okay? He might financially be a match, okay? 7s are, you guys are financially, you're in the same zone. He's not somebody that you would be like, oh my God, I want to pass out. You're like Brad Pitt. He's not going to be like Brad Pitt. He's not going to be like Idris, all right, when it comes to the looks. But he's going to be still attractive to you. You're going to be attracted, and you won't care about what anybody says about your man. You're going to love your man looking the way he looks. The 10 would be the Brad Pitts, the Idris Elbas, the Denzel Washington from back in the day. Okay? A 10 would be when you're making $200,000, he's making $1 million. That's a 10. All right? And then sometimes you might be able to get somebody who's a 10 financially, but you got to come down the scale and he's a 6 in the looks. I'm a 7 in the looks. 7.5 in the looks, ma'am. Some of y'all, you want him to be a 10 financially and you want him to be an Adonis in the looks. That's not realistic, ma'am. You're living in a fantasy zone. You are opening up a Disney book. Stop it. That's the truth. Ma'am, listen to me. Okay? I want you to ask yourself, how much do I make? How much do I make? And what would I give myself on the look scale? Now, all of you guys should be giving yourself a 10 on the look scale. All right? You're a 10. Period, point blank. You're a 10 to somebody. On somebody's scale, you are a 10. However, if you make $150,000, a 10 man would be a man who's making $1 million. Instead of your focus just being on getting that man that makes $1 million, let your focus be on a man that you can build with. Of course, he needs to make at least what you make or more. But aiming for somebody who makes $1 million and that's all you're going to consider. You're only going to consider men that make $1 million. You're only going to consider a 10 is not smart. Considering men that are looking like Brad Pitt and that everybody wants to be with, you being here. You being in the no ma'am zone. Where these men are used to all the women just wanting them for looks. They're already arrogant. They look in the mirror longer than you look in the mirror. All they do is care about their muscles and their looks, ma'am. They can't satisfy nobody in the bedroom. They can't satisfy you mentally. They can't satisfy you emotionally. They are doing nothing for you. But all you're doing is considering his looks and his money. And you're not even making the same money, but then that's a requirement for you. That's a no ma'am. I'm sorry. That's not realistic. It's not. Should he make money and be able to add value to you? Absolutely. I tell you guys all the time, don't date broke men. Period, point blank. A broke man can't love you. Can't. However, if this man is in the mirror longer than you, he's conceited, he's worrying about his looks more than you worry about your looks, and all he has is money, he's a no ma'am. He's not. What you want is a man who's going to add value and who you can build with. You want a man that you're compatible on all 5 points. You want a man who you're physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and soulmate compatible with. Okay?